Morning, everybody. Welcome to Malibu. I made a special shoot day for this car because the story about the car was so cool, I couldn't resist. This is Jake from Donley Automotive Service, and you are here with one of your customers and friends' car, a fine gentleman named Tate. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be my pleasure. Tell me everything about this heavily modified 964 turbo.
The big thing is the motor. It's a 3.8 liter ANDIAL built motor for Jeff Zwart back in the 90s.
ANDIAL is kind of an old school, well-known Porsche racing tuning team, and
correct.
The motors are not common.
That is correct.
Right.
Yeah, they only made 20 of these motors, and so my client Tate got the motor about 5 years ago, and decided to build the car around the motor.
And this car started as a turbo.
It was
always a 964 turbo.
Yes, sir, it was.
So
yeah.
steel wide fenders and all that.
All that
So
stuff.
did he pull out a perfectly good turbo motor?
Yes, sir, he did.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So what is this motor making on pump gas in theory?
On pump gas, and it is running CIS, which is the early fuel injection system. So it it can only go to about 5,800 RPM. It's putting about 600 down.
600. And what does the car weigh?
I think it's about 2,200 pounds.
It has no power.
heat.
Yeah, no heat, no air conditioning.
Yep,
no radio.
No power windows.
No power, nothing.
Sunroof delete. Shave the rain guards.
It's not much.
Yeah, there's really not much in it.
Well, I'm excited. Let's have a drive.
Let's do it.
Why keep sitting here?
I agree.
Oh, listen to that. Off.
So it's more of a driver car. It is not a race car.
Right.
We've put probably 12 to 14,000 miles on it.
Road miles.
Yes, road miles. That's what we enjoy.
I think we're gonna have to suffer the heat on this one.
That's fine.
Well, immediately the first thing I like is that our friend Tate is a tall gentleman.
Yes.
And this seat is on the floor.
That's right.
And I am loving it. Not only do I have 4 inches above my head, but I feel like a rally driver down low in the car.
Yeah.
You know?
Boost comes on real quick.
I love the shifter. Why is the shifter so nice and tight?
It's a Roth Sport shifter.
It's very nice.
From
one lane road.
Yeah, they're doing some road work
up really?
here, I guess. So,
oh, that's
yeah.
no bueno. We're gonna have to go around through and down, so we'll make our way through.
That's fine.
Roth Sport shifter, is that what you said?
Yeah, that's correct. I believe
good.
it's bushingless, so it's just all rod connected, and it shifts like butter. It's probably my favorite shifter.
That feels really, really nice.
Yeah,
okay, well, we're gonna get through this construction because I want to go to the good part of the road over there.
Okay.
But woo, does it get hot in here quick, buddy?
Yes, sir.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
You're out of Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
This car as well as a Georgia car?
It is, yeah. It was actually built in Athens, Georgia.
Atlanta's got it going on when it comes to the Porsche scene right now. Our buddy Lee Keene down there has got his little thing happening.
Yeah, I'm doing all the great safari cars.
This car, what else is on? So we've got the ducktail.
Yeah, which was custom made.
Oh, really?
It is not a buy off the shelf ducktail. It took, I think, 7 different tries before they were able to make it look right and fit the 4-inch intercooler that's underneath.
Yeah, it's a pretty beast intercooler.
Yeah, it's an S2 intercooler, I believe is the name of it, and it was only used on these ANDIAL built motors.
So is that like irreplaceable, basically?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
That's nice to know when you've got parts that, well,
many a times we've thrown things away and found out that it's just not. We definitely should have held on to those because they were worth. We threw some seatbelts away. They were worth about $1,200.
Really?
Figured it out. Several months down the road, but that's what happened with the early 911. Bubble, I guess, if you don't want to call it a bubble, but the rise in price, all the parts just went crazy as well.
Okay, well, this gentleman is going this way, which means we have to find another route. No problem. No problem. I'm here to improvise.
Yeah. I think you're from around here, right?
Yeah, I got it. I love these floor hinge pedals. turbos are. I mean, even a crappy turbo is going to be a six-figure car now.
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, we've been involved with Raw Welt, and the original motor out of this car ended up going into the Nashville Martini car.
Is that the car I saw in Miami?
That's correct.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, we had that motor sitting on the shelf and decided
This is nice.
Yeah, no, it's a great car.
Good steering.
It's got Bilstein PSS 9s, I think, on it. And I think that's about it.
This is super tight road, but this is good.
Yeah, there's no aftermarket, trailing arms or anything like that. It's all stock suspension because it's a driver car. I mean, we driving on the highway doing 80 miles an hour most of the time with it. And it's nice to just have to be able to put the pedal to the floor and have some fun.
It's actually a rare opportunity to drive a loop. We're going to do a loop, and I'm going to show you, you're not far around here, I'm going to show you, we're about to go on the wonkiest road you've ever seen.
Oh, Lord.
To avoid traffic. It's got some fast spots and some slow spots, but I'm going to show you one of the wonkiest sections of road you've ever seen. And this is either the audience is going to be annoyed because we can't go fast enough, or they're going to be like, oh my God, Farrah, really?
Yeah.
But we're going to see, because rather than U-turning and dealing with that construction, we're going to make a loop.
Okay.
But this is going to be hilarious. Watch. I really like the inputs of this car. The steering is great. The brake pedal feel is really good. Yep. This is not somebody's first rodeo, this car.
That's correct, yeah. It's
That's lovely though.
No, it's very, very easy to drive. Chris Carroll at TurboCraft in Mesa, Arizona is a genius. He's had the car and tuned it as best we can with the CIS.
Is it more important to run the original configuration CIS than it is to run EFI?
See, Tate's more of an originality guy, so I think he's running it because that's how it was ran back in the day. TurboCraft makes an awesome EFI bolt-on kit that we can throw on here and probably
watch this section. I'm listening, but watch this. Watch how dumb this section of road is. This is non-synchro first. This is one of the dumbest sections of road ever.
I don't know, if you're in the right car, this could be fun.
Oh yeah, in like a Miata, it's really good. In a car with a Pike's Peak motor, it's a little silly. Hand over hand.
Full overkill.
It's just a.
God, it's a great road though.
I had to run this in a Raptor once. It was ridiculous.
Oh wow.
But this is not a. The whole car here is really a showpiece for the motor, right?
Pretty much,
sort of
yeah.
the point?
Absolutely, yeah. It's it was one of the biggest builds I think that Tate had done at the time, and he just went all out with it. I mean, it's got plexiglass quarter windows in it for lightweight, and so we can mount the Talbot mirrors on it.
Isn't this road great?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's hilarious, right?
Man.
These are plexi?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's how you could mount the mirrors on it. Oh yeah.
That's the end. One more corner,
Nice.
That's it. That's stupid.
No, that's fun.
This is actually like on a 914. This would be good.
Yeah, I agree.
914-6 road.
Yeah, perfect.
Don't turn right, Outback. Don't turn right. Yes. Okay. Now we're open.
All right.
Whee! Yes. Okay. Now we're gonna put windows back up. Sorry. Getting hot, man. It's getting hot. It's got good mid-range torque. It's got enough displacement that you're not solely relying on the boost.
Exactly. That's one of the best parts about this car is the low end on it. It's really, you've got good power in the low end, and then when you hit the boost, it's even better.
I imagine Mr. Zwart would have been in the boost all the time.
Yeah, I would imagine. You are correct.
Feels nice though, man. Really good car.
It's great. Appreciate the compliments. I know,
I'm enjoying myself here very much. Great.
It's also got custom center locks on it by Forge Line.
Are they real center locks?
They are true center locks.
You have to carry one of them giant wrenches?
Yes, absolutely. It's right up in the front trunk. It's
Is there a bunch of other stuff up there, or is the trunk kind of left alone?
It's left alone. The carpet's up there just to make it look a little cleaner, but I think that's about it.
So does this car now get driven back to Atlanta or shipped back?
It will be shipped back. We're going to drive it to Vegas today.
Oh my God, you're going to Vegas and no air conditioning?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are gluttons.
I think we're going at the wrong time of year, but whatever.
Now, given that you took out the engine of a 964 with presumably working air conditioning, you put in this race motor, would it have been possible to hook the AC back up to the race motor?
I believe so, yeah.
It would have been possible.
Absolutely, yeah. But
So
then it would weigh too much.
Yeah, right.
And you wouldn't have the full power, you know, as you do now.
Oh, this is lovely to drive now.
It's good.
It's got a good balance.
It does.
I could see how, like, if you were really, really, really pushing it, it could get scary. But
Absolutely, yeah.
at these road speeds, it's just very nice.
It is. So you're just cruising up here to come meet you. We were in third gear.
Yeah.
Just cruising, you know, up the mountain, and it's nice and smooth and easy.
Now you see where we are? See where we've come out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Now we're in the right spot.
Okay.
And now I can really wind it. Yes. Oh, it goes, man.
It does.
It goes. What a cool thing to have, that the engine and then the means to put it into a car.
Yeah. It was. I think it took 3 years to build the car because of all the shaven trip rails and all the fine-tuned decisions and whatnot. Once it was done, it was truly incredible to see it. I kept seeing pictures of it from Tate, and I'm like, hey, stop sending me pictures, okay? I just want to see the thing in person.
Well, there's so much like just small details. Anytime you're doing the small detail stuff, it's gonna take forever.
Exactly. I mean, it could take you a year and a half to build the car, but 6 months, you know, after that build, is all the fine tune of all the details and suspension and tuning and so on and so forth. But yeah.
Oh man,
I giggle a lot in this car.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's great.
You guys are really you're really gluttons for punishment though, going to Vegas in this thing today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. You guys.
I certainly hope you're wrong.
You gotta get the cool shirt like I have in the Mustang.
Yeah, that Tate was telling me about
clothing.
it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow. Well, we're basically right back here.
Gotcha.
What a beautiful thing. So this is just a street car, cruiser, showpiece, have fun, bomb around car.
Yeah, with 600 horsepower.
Wow.
So.
It's impressive. Honestly, it's a very impressive build. It's really clean. It drives well. It's almost a shame that the tradition of having that motor as it was outweighs the desire to run EFI and get a few more revs out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we're not really doing, because I'm sure the motor is 600 horsepower, but it's not 600 horsepower shifted at $5,000.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
On the dyno,
It
was lifted at 5. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe it's just. Oh my God! Look at this. These guys. Maybe it's just because I don't know. You're not there for very long.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it too. Is you're just not there for very long.
Maybe it could be 600 horsepower for twice as long if you had the revs.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
I understand. That happens to a lot of Porsches. Like the peak number and then the spread of usable are not really the same kind of thing. Absolutely. But what a lovely car.
Yeah.
That's
thanks
great.
So much.
Thanks, Jake. This was a treat. I'm glad we got to do it today. And
me as well.
And thank you, Tate. I know you're out there. Thank you, Tate.
Yep.
This car's awesome. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.